Hi guys, the Tories and their friends in the media want you to hold two competing ideas in your head. One, that Rwanda is so terrible that it's a deterrent against people claiming asylum in the United Kingdom. The only way to stop these people crossing the English Channel and risking their lives is for them to have in their heads the idea that as soon as they step foot on British soil, they will be picked up and taken to an airport, and then swiftly transported to Rwanda, never to be seen again. The other idea they want you to believe is that Rwanda is a wonderful place where human rights are upheld, where the economy is booming, and pretty much everyone should wish to live there. A former Labour MP who sounds more like somebody from UKIP talked here about the Switzerland of Africa. Have a listen.
Is it? It's a beautiful country, in actual fact. And
why does it get such a bad rap,
well,
then?
Very much from people on the left, I have to say, and it's, some of their views and comments are verging on racist, actually. They assume that Rwanda is like some other African states, and it clearly isn't. It's very progressive. It's known as the Switzerland of Africa. It's a really progressive country.
No, it's called Switzerland, the Switzerland of Africa, because of its climate and its landscape. It's nothing to do with being progressive. Now, Simon here is either lying or he's pretending not to know this, because it's nothing to do with the politics in Rwanda. It's to do with the climate and the landscape.
They'll be enjoying Christmas just like we do. I was there last year. I'm back out there on the 2nd of January, so I'll be back to my home out in Kigali. It's got a great nightlife. It's exceptionally safe. It's very well policed, so you don't have any problems there.
Just think about it for a moment. You have a rich white guy, and I presume he's rich because he has a home, at least one home in Britain and one home in Rwanda. So you have a rich white guy who's straight because he has a wife and I believe he has kids. So you have a rich straight white guy who has a home in Rwanda, and his response to all of this is, well, I never see any crime. I feel perfectly safe. Yes, because you're a rich straight white guy. If you were not rich and you were poor and you were perhaps gay in Rwanda, there's a problem. Now, there isn't specifically legislation against homosexuality, but a lot of people from this community have been marginalized, have been discriminated against, have been blackmailed, have been refused employment. Same-sex marriage is not recognized in Rwanda, and there are issues regarding how the police deal with poverty, rounding up beggars on the street and putting them in prison. So if you're a straight, rich, white guy, you're probably going to be okay in Rwanda.
And it's a very clean country. It's immaculately clean, in actual fact. They banned plastic bags about 15 years ago, so you don't see any rubbish. The streets are being cleaned on a regular basis. It's a great country, actually. It's
a great country. Then how the hell is it a deterrent? Because this is, once again, I don't know how you describe this. Is it lying? Is it gaslighting? How would you describe this situation where the Tories and their friends in the media and their supporters, you know, former members of the Labour Party who now support the Conservatives or maybe UKIP or Reform or whatever, they're trying to sell you two things. They're trying to say that Rwanda is a perfectly safe place. It's a wonderful place to rebuild your life. It's a wonderful place to go on holiday. There's no concern there at all. But at the same time, it's so terrible that if asylum seekers, it will deter asylum seekers from risking their lives crossing the channel because they'll be sent to Rwanda. How is that a deterrent? I've talked before about how it's not a deterrent because people crossing the channel don't even know about Rwanda, don't know about the policy. Many of them probably have never heard of Suella Braverman or Rishi Sunak. They just want to get to Britain. So which is it, guys? Is it a deterrent or is it some sort of El Dorado? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.